Hello, Eagle Nation.
And welcome to Season 2, Episode number 2 of The Beak.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Heilhecker.
And I'm Kira Widger. We've got a lot of great stories for you again today.
First, let's have Kira fill you in on what the FFA and FCCLA members have been up to.
I'd love to. Organizations around EPS have already started with this year's activities. 2 in particular are getting a head start on the new year. These organizations are the FFA and FCCLA chapters. The Elgin FFA chapter has already started with this year's activities. Advisor Julia Schwartz feels one of their earlier activities was a highlight.
I'd say one of the biggest accomplishments so far this year is having the Farm Safety Day and the Petting Zoo Day that we had back in September.
According to the advisor, the chapter is always looking for new members. Schwartz feels students should branch out and get involved.
Encourage more people to join FFA by trying to get into my classroom and take an agricultural class at least one semester and just see how that class goes, and then from there they would be able to join the FFA chapter.
The chapter has gained a few new members over the past couple years. Sophomore Theana Dunn is one of those members. According to Dunn, Schwartz is one reason she likes to be involved in FFA.
Well, I'd say the teacher's really fun to be around. Ms. Schwartz makes it interesting, and she's just really good at teaching it, and you get out of school and you have a lot of fun and you make new friends.
Elgin's FCCLA chapter also decided to get a jump on the season and start early with some of their activities. Earlier in the school year, the chapter hosted a concession stand at the Car and Craft Show held in the Elgin City Park. They had a very productive day with a lot of customers, according to advisor Mackenzie McClellan.
We provided a lunch stand at the annual car show and Treasures in the Park, and we sold over 200 burgers, so it was a good day.
The chapter also volunteered its efforts at the annual Bank of Elgin Customer Appreciation Day. Freshman River Romay enjoyed one of his first FCCLA experiences.
Probably the KC Hall with the dinner and stuff. That was really fun. Just seeing the different people coming in to KC Hall to eat. I was serving behind and, just greeting everybody, and everybody was really happy. It was nice to see different people coming in.
The chapter has a lot of exciting activities coming up this year.
I'm excited to be more involved in it and for the younger members to be more influenced by it and become more of a leader quality.
Wowza, sounds like those groups have been pretty busy.
And now let's go to Garrett Bank with a special story on outside learning opportunities.
EPS encourages students to take part in many outside learning opportunities, where students go off campus to learn. These can range from yearly to weekly trips. Sonia Richer, EPS guidance counselor, feels the outside learning opportunities are important.
Opportunities, outside the classroom opportunities, tend to be more memorable.
Richer has already taken some groups of kids to outside learning opportunities this year.
It's still pretty early, but I did take the 5th graders and the 7th graders to the Courage and Kindness retreat, which was up in Niobrara.
The counselor feels a huge benefit of these sorts of events is that they are something new rather than the same old in-school events.
I think the biggest benefit is that it's novelty, it's out of the norm.
Senior Allie Wemhoff attended the Courage Retreat as a National Honor Society member. She feels that these retreats help students learn what they can do to promote courage in school.
And basically they learned about what courage is and how acts of courage can go a long ways, and what you can do to promote courage in your school.
7th grader Bailey Bustede attended this year's Courage Retreat as well.
A courage retreat is when like a ton of schools come together to an event, and these teachers, they teach us about courage and how we could use that in our life.
Wemhoff has also attended career and college fairs throughout school.
It's just a really good opportunity to help prepare the seniors for the future.
A recent program the EPS has chosen to take part in is Fridays at Northeast. This outside-of-school opportunity allows students to further explore potential career interests. This year, senior Mary Nichols chose to take part in the program.
It's a program where seniors in high school can go to the Northeast campus in Norfolk and take a dual credit course.
Fellow senior Leslie Nichols also attends Fridays at Northeast.
You get to experience being a college student early, and then you get to take those college classes so you are more ready for your career.
Thanks, Garrett, and thanks, EPS, for providing us with so many great opportunities.
Speaking of great opportunities, Anna, how about you tell us about some of the new classes being offered at EPS?
Sure thing, Kira. New opportunities arise every year for students at EPS to advance their skills. Some are in the form of college credit or distance learning, while others are new classes developed at EPS. EPS guidance counselor Sonia Richer believes students are given more and better opportunities each year.
We have quite a few dual credit opportunities. Of course, Mrs. Lindgren offers several math classes for dual credit, so that's really nice. And in fact, this year she's teaching some distance learning as well, so offering it to a couple other schools. We also have dual credit courses offered through Northeast Community College, and a couple of our students are taking classes like Psych and Soc. Our English class this year, English Comp for seniors, is being offered through Central Community College, and that's English Comp. I have a couple of students taking some different ones through NVIS, which is something I can go online and I can find some different distance learning classes that are offered throughout Nebraska. We actually have one class that a couple of our students are taking out of Minutair. It's a digital media class. And then I have another student that's taking a class through the University of Nebraska-Lincoln High School. He's taking an Elements of Drawing class. We have a couple students that are interested in becoming teachers. And so Wayne State offered a dual credit Intro to Education class. And with this class, they'll get their para certification.
Math teacher Becky Lindgren teaches calculus to a number of area schools, including her Elgin students. According to Lindgren, there are some definite advantages to distance learning, but also some difficulties to adjust to.
One of the hardest parts is the different schedules that the different schools have, and knowing that I only have everybody for a limited amount of time. So juggling schedules would be the most complicated part.
Senior Brianna Carr is taking an Introduction to Education class through distance learning. Carr encourages more students to take dual credit classes.
It's important because that way in college you don't have to take classes that you took in high school if they were dual credit. And if you don't take dual credit classes, that's just more classes for college.
Senior Kaylee Martinson is taking a health science and medical terminology class through distance learning. Martinson believes there are some difficulties to taking a class through a TV.
You don't always get a one-on-one interaction with the teacher.
There have also been some new opportunities developed right here at EPS. This year, math teacher Dorothy Heidoff was given some new curriculum to teach the junior high students. The class is called Fundamentals of Computing, which focuses on coding. Coding is a written script used to run programs.
We were looking for a new junior high class to kind of go opposite of the kids that are not in band, and we just kind of got to throwing ideas around and decided to try coding.
According to the teacher, the students make use of a writing program consisting of drag and drop blocks instead of the actual language. The class consists of 7th graders who meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So far they're doing really well. I think they're finding out that programming can be a little frustrating sometimes, but they're doing very good at it.
The junior high and high school students aren't the only ones experiencing change.
This year, the elementary students are working with a new reading and language arts program.
Here's Mateo Kirstein with that story.
Brand new program called Wonders has been introduced, replacing Reading Mastery. Wonders is a research-based program that aims to teach reading, grammar, critical thinking, and other language skills through group reading and discussion of stories. The change was inspired by other schools adopting Wonders and finding success with it. Wonders is currently being utilized in grades pre-K through 6. Elgin Public's principal, Greg Wemhoff, says that they changed to Wonders because it matches up better with the state standards. It also provides the students with the necessary skills.
We kind of thought our previous reading program maybe wasn't meeting the needs of our kids.
According to Wemhoff, because the program has just begun, it will be difficult to evaluate immediately.
It's our first year, so we really have no data to back, one way or the other, but we feel pretty confident that it's going to benefit our kids in the long run.
Trent Ostransky, the 4th grade teacher, believes that the Wonders program will help students progress.
It can make them better readers, better learners, and just helps with grammar and spelling and stuff like that.
3rd grade teacher Krista Eisenhower has been teaching reading mastery for nearly a decade, but feels that Wonders may be more beneficial.
We've been doing reading mastery for pretty close to 10 years now, and just with the state testing and different things that are being required of kids, we felt that the Wonders program was more of a fit for our kids that we have now.
So the new program is very detailed.
I would say this program is a lot more difficult than reading mastery. They have to do a lot more in-depth thinking, looking at the stories, not just reading the stories, but thinking about what they're about, main idea, details, and doing a lot more writing.
Because the state tests are continually evolving, Eisenhower feels it's important to keep up with the changes.
There's been a lot more requirements through the state testing, and most of my kids that are coming in are reading on grade level now, so we thought this program has a lot more language arts, writing, different things that we felt our students needed.
Here's hoping your new adventure is simply wonderful.
Good one, Mateo.
Reese's. Tootsie Rolls.
Snickers.
Snickers. Hershey's. Ring Pops.
Snickers.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Well, hello. I have nothing for you.
Wait, can we have a chair?
Sure.
Alright.
Come on in.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat.
Oh, thanks.
Come on in. Come on in.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Don't intimidate you.
You can have a peanut.
Alright, just set her in there. Alright, yeah. Heck yeah. Cute. See you later.
See ya.
You're the only person who's giving us anything. Trick or treat. Trick or treat.
Oh, you scared me. Candy for you. Hunter.
Got anything for us?
Hunter. No. I know that's you. Oh my god. That's scared me. That's Corey. Hey, Corey.
Hey. This isn't me. This is Dracula.
That's Dracula. Vegan candy.
It's not hotter, you just said. Hey, you sweating yet? I've walked around all the way across.
Trick or treat.
What do you have for us?
Candy. Oh, really? Where?
Where? Somewhere.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. Woo, yeah.
Thank you, Dad. You're welcome.
You forgot to. Oh my gosh.
That's how we would spend our time. See, we got some peanuts.
Peanuts? What do you got peanuts for?
That was our treat.
Your treat for what?
Trick or treating. Yeah. That's all we've gotten so far.
Well, that shouldn't be good.
Here,
I'll give you some.
That works too.
Empty box of nuts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I see box of nuts.
Come in.
Trick or treat.
Have you been good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would they lie to me here?
No. Probably.
Do you want a graffiti pencil? Color
Yeah.
pencil?
Sure.
The colors change when you draw with
Ooh.
it.
I'll
Wait,
take
that's
one.
the wrong one.
Oh, you've given us most. So far, we've got an empty box of dots and some peanuts. Yep.
I could give you an empty CD box.
No, I'm okay.
There, here's a confetti pencil.
Oh, thank you.
See, you gotta come to the art room more
Yeah.
often. This is where the cool stuff
We
is.
will. Thank you.
When Mary and I dressed up the same as two kangaroos.
Batman. Indian. A soldier. Mermaid. Care Bears.
Go on. I get you, Joey.
Oh, got me good.
I wonder if we got our personal emails to work yet.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Ooh. I feel like we need to cover up the window.
But you weren't doing that until. You need help, buddy?
Yeah.
Come on, God, you got it. You got this.
Is this still recording?
Yeah, leave it recording.
Wait, I need to move it though, right?
You want me to-
No, we're good.
No. She wouldn't have been in it.
No, she is.
Seriously?
She is now. Oh wait, it's there? It's fine. Okay, now we're gonna move that over. Is he good? Is he clear? Yeah. Well, just don't say anything. She'll notice. He's under there. I don't want to do it. If she asks for a photo, I might email it to her. Oh, no.
How long is this gonna take? She's gone for like 20 minutes.
Are you gonna let her like sit down or are you gonna push the chair?
She's gotta see you.
Yeah, you better do it.
Maybe stick your hand up.
Do
it. Rubber ankle.
Okay, guys, we gotta find something to talk about so she's not looking down. She's looking at us. Hey, no, I can ask her some of my questions for ED 150.
Yeah, that's a good. No, it's gonna be really obvious. If she
No, it really is questions though.
Watch, I'm gonna scare her and she'll get like stuck.
What'd you get on my
Hey,
Hey,
Mrs.
Mrs. Klein, can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay, so for EDU 150, we're doing like a we watched Waiting for Superman. And it's
Why is my
basically
desk
about.
open? Who's under my desk?
Dang it, Hunter.
That was so terrible.
Hunter,
you don't need another concussion.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
You like my
You're
costume?
just lucky you weren't like Kenny when I kicked him really hard. I don't. That's on camera.
Yeah, she moved the camera
That's
so
the
we could see it
point.
better.
The whole call was planned.
She really took it serious?
We had it planned yesterday.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know that. What?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, she just really wanted to film it, so I could do this.
Okay.
She's not having it.
I hate you. That was really bad.
Where did she go?
Why'd you leave the desk drawer open?
I didn't.
I don't think you touched it. I think you actually left
You
the
opened
desk
it.
drawer open.
I never touched it.
Well, you cracked your head.
I did not crack
You moved my heater.
it. Yeah, I had to make room.
It had to have been a tight squeeze.
Was it on?
It was a little hotter. I'll be back.
It's so warm.
Let's take a quick break for a W-EPS public service announcement.
Geesh, that Halloween clip was pretty scary.
No doubt. You know what else is scary?
Enlighten me, friend.
Not having a family and living in a shelter.
I know, we're pretty lucky, although some shelters aren't so bad.
That's right, especially if people do their part to help them out.
It's nice when there are good people out there who think about things like that.
Yep, good people like Mrs. Schwartz in the Elgin Companion Animals class.
What do you mean?
Well, let me enlighten you again. The EPS Companion Animals class, as well as some other of her ag classes, are going to gather supplies shelters are in great need of.
You mean like food, toys, snacks, cat litter, leashes, etc.?
Yes!
Whoa, how awesome!
And then when they deliver it, they plan to stay and complete some volunteer work.
What good kids, and what a terrific teacher. That really makes me wish I could be in that shelter, just for that day.
Hey guys! What's up?
What you doing?
Where are we going? What are we doing today?
Yeah.
What don't I?
You know what makes me want to be in a shelter?
What?
Them.
That's a wrap for this episode of The Beak.
Thanks for joining us for all the latest goings-on at EPS.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter.
And check out our newsletter.
I'm Anna Heilhecker.
And I'm Kira Widger.
And we're W-EPS The Beak.
On air.
In print.
In the know.
Wowza, sounds like those groups have been pretty busy.
And now let's go to Garrett Banker's special story on outside learning opportunities.